Hello, and welcome back to the world of Arklands and to Mai's Academy. First, a special thank you and shout out to our $10 and up patrons.
What did I say?
Thank out and shout you.
Thank out, that's right.
Thank out and shout you. Christian, Grant, Sam, Ditzy, Jean, Ian, and Milkchunk.
Bullet.
Check out our Patreon for behind-the-scenes content, extra bonus episodes, and helping us to figure out what we do next. Now, when we last left our heroes in training.
Ryan, stop.
Try me.
Ryan. We're in a bad place, Ryan. Don't incur his wrath.
The team's descent into the underworld began. As they swam through the dark tunnels, relying mostly on dark vision and some nice light sources.
That was a very bright skull.
The light cantrip is very useful.
It is.
You found your way to the first obstacle. A door that required you to reveal things you had been in denial of. Deep-seated fears that you had yet to admit.
What a grave admits.
Only Caspian knows.
What did he say?
I ain't telling you squat.
You should probably write it down if you didn't.
That's
Because
okay.
you will not remember it.
That's okay.
Okay.
Write it down.
that plot thread gets dropped. Cool.
I'll pick
I
it up.
was about to be like, don't worry, I'll be able to go back in the recording. And then I was like, wait a minute.
It's not
No,
on
I
the
can't.
recording.
If he drops it, can I grab it?
You can try.
It's alright, I remember it.
Should still write it down.
It's okay, I remember it.
All right.
After that, they encountered a chamber filled with a red algae, where undead creatures bearing the forms of those that you had killed but not put to a proper rest.
Reawakened memories of a dark past.
Yes, those spirits that were still restless, still angry. But you succeeded. And
Did
now-
we? One of them faded away very
You mostly succeeded.
weirdly.
And now continue on. You travel, swimming through for another few hours.
Are we gonna take a long rest?
Eventually.
You are at the point where you've been traveling for 8 hours.
Yeah.
You can push through if you want to.
I need to rest.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Alright.
But did we already come back from the?
No.
No, we
Intro?
have
Or are
we
we
have
still
not
in
got the
the
intro
intro?
yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that.
And that is where we return for tonight's episode. Welcome back. So, you continue for another few hours and have reached the point where you've been traveling for 8.
We sleep.
I'll take first
How
watch.
are we resting under the water?
Well, if we can breathe.
It's really the only place we can. I mean, unless we can find some pocket of air somewhere.
Plus, we still have.
We have enough time.
16, I think, hours left
I
of
can
the spell.
take watch.
Alright.
I'll rest and I'll take the last 2 watches.
Depending on how you're feeling. You took some bad blows back there.
That's why I'm going to rest first.
Yeah.
Great.
Crow,
you should-
why
you
don't
should
we
rest.
take first watch? Caspian, you can take second. Al, you can accompany Eri for third. And Eri can...
I'll take the last one on my own.
You can take.
Insight check.
Yeah.
the 3.
No, Aries got enough going on.
He's my last luck point for the day, since I want to sleep anyway.
Fair.
Oh, it's so close to natural 20. No, it's a
16?
12.
16? Is there something specific you're trying to insight?
Just kind of seeing, like, if he's okay and if it's he needs to talk to Crow about something, or if it's, like...
There's, like, a little bit of an implication of that, but not like... It's not like, I need to talk to Crow. It's you know...
Hey, let's
That'd
chat.
be good.
Grave and Crow have a lot of history, and would often have, you know...
Chats.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time he's like directed us when we're on a mission.
A little bit.
We're dealing with different waters than usual.
Can I steal your charging cable?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Yes.
as you all settle in,
I know. I have a good time.
there is no fire to warm yourselves around. You have to kind of find a nook.
Snuggle pile, everyone.
Honestly, a little bit, yeah, because the current is not as strong as it has been in some other parts. But
spoon set.
you do have to get pretty closely packed in order to avoid the current potentially moving you in your sleep.
El will turn off his legs so then the interior of his helmet goes dark. You can't see him anymore.
Pulls like a curtain down.
You just see
Ari
it.
tucks herself into like a little like rock crevice and just so she's able to kind of sleep sitting up,
Got it.
meditate.
His grave kind of sits, his back against the rock. You alright?
Yeah. It's a lot. But when is it not? You know.
Fair point.
What was that back there?
You'll have to clarify.
I've never seen you do that before. You just kind of blaze through everything like it's easy.
Indeed. Which is why that if I keep looking ahead, it's a lot easier. The moments where I'm forced to turn back are more difficult.
Yeah.
Something I'm sure you're aware of.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Insight, just to be sure.
Yep.
That's a 6.
As far as you can tell.
Thanks for being here.
Of course.
A lot.
Are you okay?
You know me.
Exactly, which is why I'm asking.
Ryan and the others went through these same steps that we did. Allegedly.
Most likely.
This is the entrance that Cersei introduced to them. I don't know what else we're gonna see. I don't know what happened to Atlas. But I know she didn't make it out a year. And I don't know what we're gonna find.
Whatever we do, we'll deal with. Together.
Yeah.
Just gonna just lean over and kind of just squeeze your shoulder.
Mm.
Look like you have something on your mind.
All the missions are gonna be like this, right? I don't think I want to be in the water anymore.
I don't blame you.
Tastes
It's
bad,
not your element.
to say the least.
If it means anything, I don't think any of the remains we've come across are your friend.
Yeah. With the way that gods play with fate, I think I'll know it when I see her.
I would be inclined to agree.
I'll be fine. It'll be a lot, but I'll be fine. We've made it this far.
We have. I'll squeeze your shoulder again.
Yeah.
I am convinced that Crow and Grave have like little games that they play to pass the time.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever done the chopsticks where you like
Oh, we should totally play I Spy.
I spy something black.
Your eyes.
No, it was your heart actually.
Oh, Kiera Gregg. Not sure I have one.
It's okay, they're in water. The burn will go away pretty quickly.
I spy
It's cold down here.
an uptight prick.
Cass is sleeping.
I don't think we're allowed to include those that are sleeping.
You guessed it.
Or, according to your confession, a mirror.
What? Got him!
Whatever.
To be fair, your standards are different, but you are as much of a stickler about things as he is.
Sure.
It's funny. Somehow the cat has joined us.
When Crow leaves on mission, she leaves her door open so Karma can entertain himself however she pleases.
Karma's just wandering the school.
Yep.
That's funny.
She ends up
It will
in
be
Solus's
fed.
office.
She will become the school mascot, like, within a couple of days. She goes into Solus's office and he's just staring at her. Is it him or her?
You don't know.
We don't know.
Oh.
Crow checked, she doesn't know. It was like a 6. But,
Multiple attempts have been made, none have been successful. You have no idea what gender this cat is.
It's a very fluffy cat.
It is. Not really.
she's just stupid about this.
Yeah.
Goes in, looks at Solus. Solus looks at the cat. They have like a 5-minute staring contest. And the cat wins. With the mask on.
Crow and Graves shift passes. They wake Caspian up. And go ahead and make a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Morning, shitty head.
It's bad. 8.
You kind of are leaned up against the rocks a little bit. It's very cold. It's not pleasant. It's the equivalent of like sleeping in a cave on a cliff where wind is like howling outside, but it's
You
water.
just hear the rush of the water going past.
Hearing it, feeling it as it like it's and it gets in like underneath your armor and everything. It is not pleasant, and you do
It's
your
like when
best to
you
like.
have a sleepover at someone's place and it's really cold and they don't give you any blankets.
Mm.
There's no sleeping that night.
That's just like, my aura of protection doesn't protect me from this.
And then Elle and Aerie. Is there anything in particular that you talk about?
Elle would not initiate conversation.
He just
There's
wants
so
to
much equipment.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
He will jump up on the tables
He
too.
will.
He'll try and get involved in things. Unless viewers, you want to see my cat. You know.
Little bean.
He's so
Make
short.
a cameo.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be a catio.
Catio.
Burger, sir.
What you doing, buddy? Hey, buddy. Hey, how you doing, friend?
He's gonna get restless real quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Elle is not initiating any
Elle
conversation.
does not
Aerie-
initiate anything.
Is very checked out. She's keeping watch. she's very much kind of Cass or Crow wake her up, and she. Do I get a long rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Your hit points are not restored.
Ugh.
Oh boy. That's bad. Alright, sorry, buddy.
Discarded.
So what's your hit points at?
Discounted.
26.
Well, you're no longer frontlining.
Nope.
Elle happens to notice that.
Make a medicine check.
Okay, I can do that. Nine.
You can't really tell.
You know what?
Can I
Lucky.
make-
Attack with it. We'll use expend a point of lucky.
All right.
That's even worse. Inspiration. 12.
12.
Yeah.
She looks a little off. You don't know for certain why.
Okay.
Yeah. Ari is woken up and her hands are shaking.
You
And
look even
she's
paler
just-
than usual.
I mean, it's hard, yes, but it's also very hard to tell because it's cold
It's
and...
it's not just it's like skin almost becoming translucent. You can see like a lot of the veins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She looks
arteries and such.
sickly.
Yeah.
Mm.
And she's just kind of huddled into herself, wrapped her cloak around to try and keep a little bit warmer.
Elle, makes a motion forward, and then sits back. Makes a motion forward, and sits back again.
Are you all right?
Hmm? No, I'm okay. How are you?
We're all good here. Everything's fine. How are you? Who is this? What's your operating number?
Boring conversation anyway. Look, we're gonna have company!
It's helpful to know that they weren't real.
Do you want to talk about it? I'm a very good listener.
I know you are. The 6 who were not Night Wardens are people that I've killed.
Hmm.
The Dark Elf was the first, about 20 years ago or so.
Wow, sometimes I forget how old you are.
Hear that from Crow all the time. The others were guards, various missions, I guess you could call them, that I did. Most with Thalion. We never stopped and took time to bury the bodies or anything. Just always stay on track with the mission.
And so their memories came back and haunted you.
They were always there. It's not something I consciously think about on a regular basis, but they are always there. Anytime you berated me once for killing someone, and I don't enjoy it. It's not something that I even intend to do. It's...
Instinct.
Yes, in a way. It's acting in self-preservation, knowing that our end goal will justify my actions. But even then, even Thalene berated me the first time I killed someone.
Really? That is surprising.
It can make things more complicated
Hmm.
when you're trying to go about unnoticed. And I always knew it would haunt me. Still might. Every action has a consequence, good or bad.
That's true. Well, how do you feel about it now? Killing.
I still don't like it. I still remember everyone. I can justify it in missions now. Self-defense. Thought about killing Thalene. Whether or not that would bring me any peace, I don't know.
I don't think killing Thalene is what is going to help you. What I think is you've been given a new perspective on the reason for killing. I did not like it, and I'm sorry for berating you when it happened before. Since then, things have happened, and I've also had to wake up to my uneasiness about it.
Yes, you were totally against it at one point.
Mm-hmm. I still am 99% against it in as many possibilities as possible. Situations as possible. But if the intention for it is out of a sense of protection for the innocent, it's very different. Eddie, I think you need to forgive yourself. Not right now. Maybe not even soon. But I want you to think about that. What does it mean to forgive yourself?
You're very wise, El.
I'm glad you think so.
Sometimes wiser than me.
I'm just saying what Theo said to me when I accidentally stepped on a beetle.
A beetle.
It was Brett the beetle, and we were friends. And I did not see him when I went to stand up, and I squished him. And I cried for a week.
This is so wholesome.
Well,
But, and I felt so bad because I killed my friend. And Theo took me aside and he said, "You cannot move on until you forgive yourself for this action."
well, then Dio is very wise.
He's very wise. I love my dad.
Yes. I'm glad you love him.
Can I try something really quickly?
Sure.
Can I see your hand? So, Elle is going to take her hands, and he's going to focus on the necrotic magic that has reduced her hit points. He's going to cast Dispel Magic at their level.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Vibin? Yeah, vibin. What? I technically have not gotten my long rest yet. So...
Technically speaking.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
So yeah, I'm going to use Inspiration. Because that was the natural one. So into 15.
15? You don't... I'll tell you outright, you don't think that would work.
Don't think? Okay.
For the same reason as you couldn't heal a burn by trying to dispel the fireball that caused it. The effect has long since passed.
Okay. So, and then Cure Wounds wouldn't do anything either.
No, it's
So
gonna be
this
a
needs
restoration type
A restoration
thing.
spell.
Hey, does Grave have anything like that?
It does.
That would be him helping.
It would.
I asked how he was doing. He should return the favor.
He did ask.
And the Potion of Greater Healing is just healing.
Yeah, that's
It
not
wouldn't do
gonna
anything.
And I believe it would have to be a greater restoration.
Yeah.
Which, for the record, you know that, like, when you get back to the school, you can ask for help.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we still got things to do.
Yeah.
I cannot do anything about this right now, but...
But you just want to keep holding my hand.
I mean, if you don't mind it. If it calms you down and helps you, sure.
I don't mind it.
Okay. So they sit there holding hands.
Cute.
I love it.
Keeps them warm.
Yep.
Yeah.
There is a shared warmth, which is very pleasant.
Yeah.
Harry, you finished the last shift. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I think at the very end, Elle is like doing a whole lot of this. 'Cause he
Yep.
does not want to go to sleep.
Go to sleep now.
But
I've
I'm having such a nice time being with you.
she kind of
Classic.
leans him against a rock. And I think
Very nice.
she takes a bit and not stands in the current, but kind of lets herself feel it. Where Cass was uncomfortable, Aerie
Yeah.
embraces it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 28.
28. You are fully aware every single time like some piece of debris gets pulled down the current. You're aware of it like a full minute before it hits because of the subtle ripples in the water and
Yeah.
Well,
Greater restoration step level, right?
correct.
Yeah. I think she takes some time before the others wake up and says her prayers to Eroy. Yeah.
Being this deep underwater is interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
Especially as you say your prayers to your Roy.
Gonna take a long rest now.
Yes. You can all mark off a long rest.
Oh, I didn't take any damage, but I want all my spell slots back.
As you get up, Grave recasts water breathing for
It's
those
only
that
been
need
16
it.
hours, though.
Yeah, but you can still...
Better to be safe than sorry.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense.
We do have extra,
We do.
Yep.
theoretically.
Yep. Okay. That was a much needed sleep.
Yeah, and Aries still looking sickly.
Yep. And you continue onward through the underworld.
Here we go. With our frontline monk at half her hit points.
Yeah.
I would.
Three more and she would be perma-bloodied.
Yeah. Alright. I have ideas, but I will hang on to them for right now until we get to our next big fight.
Okay.
Yep. So,
You continue. Area, you're still leading?
no.
No, I think
it would
she
be
hangs
best if-
back. I think
yeah,
she
she's
hangs
in the
back
middle.
towards with Grave.
Okay.
She's in the middle.
I
Crow,
can take
Elle,
the
which one
lead,
of you?
I guess. Let's see how well
Crow
I
can
do.
be up front, because.
What check is that?
survival.
Can I help her?
5.
Okay.
Please help.
Can I help from, or can I make a survival check from the back of the
Yeah.
line?
That's a natural 20 on help. So
We can roll again.
10.
You doubled it.
I did. There you go. You know what? Bardic inspiration. Roll
And
it.
I
Roll
almost
roll
double
a
it.
bard.
I'm at 19 for survival.
19.
14.
It's an
You get
ability check. so
ability
roll
check.
it
You roll twice and take the higher.
16.
Better.
We got good.
Between the 16 and the 19, you are able to not get lost and follow the current as you continue.
Let's not get lost in the underworld.
Crow's kind of like floating like a leaf. She's trying to let it carry her, and at one point
Yeah.
she starts going the wrong way, and the boys grab her,
Yep.
pull her back.
She's like, this is it's the lazy river experience where you just kind of
Exactly.
I
drift.
feel like because it's Crow, she has a tendency to like drift towards the top. And like the current, like as you get closer to the edge of the caverns, is like a little bit dispersed, and so every time there's a split off, she almost goes down that way.
Yep. So like one time she
Crow
almost gets
ahead,
sucked up to
straight
the top.
ahead.
It's like bring her back down.
Yep.
I think we get to the point where it's both Elle and Caspian up at the front, like right behind it. No, this way, this way.
I think
it's-
Grave is in the far back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aerie is, I think, hanging out very close to Grave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Grave, Aerie, the two of you, and then Crow.
Because does Grave have greater restoration?
He does.
Okay.
But-
good to
But
know.
we haven't asked him for it.
We have not.
Yep. You continue on. For about 5 or 6 hours,
Wow.
just swimming. It's tiring, to say the least. You take breaks, you know.
Eat lunch.
Yeah, but
Periods where
Eating
you got the
this
equivalent
water?
of 6 hours of travel. You know, whether that took,
Some soggy
you know, like
fish.
a little bit longer,
I'll
because
just pass on the
you know,
food.
so on and so forth.
Right.
Before you finally come to a large open area. And if you would like to pull up the map,
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I would like everyone to make a perception check, please.
Oh no.
Perception.
Crap. Where's the map again? Play by
11.
Did you see that?
11,
19.
19,
Flat 20.
flat 20.
Yeah, no.
So the girls, as you approach,
Oh, my word.
you see torches still burning this deep underwater. No heat coming from the flames. Just a burning, like standing lampposts almost. And the remnants of what appears to be what once could have been a village.
Interesting.
Preserved by the waters this deep down. Dotting this once village are countless stone statues.
They got Pompeii.
The song.
Man, he hates you right
In
now.
various poses. A bunch of them are
Petrified.
cracked or shattered.
Don't create or restore those ones, because that would be a very grotesque sight.
I don't like how many there are.
Yeah,
I don't think they're moving.
We put Aerie next
Yet.
to Grave.
Why do you think we pulled up a battle map?
There could be something else in here.
So,
Stone curse could be to throw off the scent. You know. Yeah.
I get a nose full of water. It sucks.
it is not pleasant.
No.
You learn to
does
breathe
suck.
through your mouth because, as unpleasant as that is, it's not as bad as going through the nose.
Yeah.
I was having a good time.
Yep. It's a little bit stale, the air, but
It's still working. We good?
Yeah, I just keep hearing the rain.
Is it rain?
It
love it.
Yep, it did start raining.
It's ambient and it's
I keep
fitting.
looking over there because I'm like, is something leaking?
Why?
Or is it
No,
raining?
it's just
The
outside.
sound is specifically this far enough that
There's,
I'm
like-
seeing like the AC and like.
There's like a little tiny little air pocket at the top, and there's just water
blink.
dripping into it.
Yeah.
So, you do look at the end of this cavern. The entire thing is roughly
Really big.
almost 200 feet
Oh my
across.
gosh.
But you
There
do
aren't
see
even any dinosaurs that long. Are there?
you do see what remains of a bridge and a entrance on the other side of this cavern.
Can we just swim up in our...
Potentially.
Yeah, okay.
But for the sake of this, we're going to go in turn-based order.
Okay.
There's
Alright.
a dinosaur that is like 128 feet long.
Yeah.
It's a long neck, but it also has a long tail.
Kidix
So-
away.
These are the ones that would
Yeah. So if you could all roll initiative.
Oh, that's gross. Ah!
Here's movement speed is halved. You're gonna want to wait on him awakening until much later.
got super serious.
That's a very fair point.
Yeah, true.
Because it's super serious.
Okay, then his dice can go anyway.
You can still roll initiative for me.
Dinosaurs!
Caspian,
I got a 13.
Ari,
24. Same initiative as last time.
Kirix,
6.
Crow, and L.
10.
Bros.
Roll off.
Bros!
What's your
Or...
modifier?
It put Crow first.
Okay. I'm gonna swap with Kyrix, so I'll go after him.
Can he do that when he has the lure?
I think it just says that he can swap with
Swap
anyone's. I will
Double
double check.
Yeah.
How does this work? I don't
So.
know.
Ari, you're up first.
Why?
What do?
Ares sees a sunken but decrepit village
Yep.
filled with stone statues.
Mm-hmm.
And stays put.
Okay, that is so fair.
She stays right next to Grave. I mean, she's shaking because she's freezing, but visibly distraught.
Yeah. Grave spends his turn and kind of just places a hand on your shoulder and just gives it a comforting squeeze. Caspian.
Cass is... Let's see. I think Cass is going to carefully move kind of like around the edge of the village.
Real quick, sorry. Immediately after you roll initiative, you can swap your initiative with the initiative of one willing ally in the same combat. That's
Okay,
it.
cool.
Nice.
So you want to swap with Kirix?
Yes, please.
Got it.
Sorry.
That's cool. I'm not really doing anything with my turn.
Yeah, I think we're just kind of...
Cool. So, but
I
are you
am
going to
into
move forward?
this.
Forward and to the right.
Okay.
As far as I can go.
You didn't hear my pun.
You got
I think it's
40
40
feet
feet.
of...
Swim speed,
So
yeah.
you can get round about here.
That's to the left.
Oh, you want to go to the right.
Yes.
I think you pointed,
Oh,
and so that messed up.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
We'll say roughly here.
That's funny.
Alright. Crow.
Crow's going right up to the stone statue nearest to her. She's gonna check it out.
Okay. Yeah, it is a figure,
Petrified, I guess.
yeah, appears to be, elven. Kind of just going,
Can I touch it? Arcana check.
go for it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. What
What
kind?
are you looking to figure out?
What exactly happened?
Well, there's a lot of different things that can petrify someone. There are spells. Flesh to Stone is a, I think, 6th level transmutation spell.
Yeah. This is
There
a
are-
spell that seems to have been cast universally or uniformly across everyone here.
Yeah.
She
Flesh
wants
to
to
Stone is
figure
single
out-
target. Gorgons and Medusa are able to. Basilisks are able to.
But as far as I can see, it doesn't seem like everyone's like running as if there was an attack.
No, not like some look like they're potentially mid-run, but honestly, a lot of the ones that look like they were potentially running are some of the ones that have fallen or been shattered.
Yeah.
One way or another. I'll say with a nat 20, you know that this didn't. You're also like able to look at. I've marked a bunch on the map. There are more.
Okay.
You can tell with a natural 20 that these did not all happen simultaneously. It wasn't like there was a pulse that turned everyone to stone.
Got it. No Dr. Stone.
No. You don't know if like each individual one was done one at a time, but yeah.
Interesting. Any type of magic involved?
Difficult to say, especially because it's like the magic has long since left.
Yeah.
The magical effect happened, but now it is just a effect. A greater restoration will fix it up, no problem. It is often said to be a state between life and death.
Yeah. So technically, these people are still alive.
They can be. They aren't, but they could be.
Okay.
It's probably hotly debated what happens to a person's soul if they're petrified.
That would be a fun little
I
extra
have
bit.
no idea.
To in character or something. Have
Yep.
Get
So,
water in your
is
face.
there anything else you want to do with your turn?
If I can dash, I'd like to go further towards the center.
With the
I
nat
feel
20,
like
I'll...
there
Sure, you can keep going.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Yep.
40.
The one that you pass is another elf.
El got water in his cell phone.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. And then El, what is he doing?
He's staying by grave. I mean, he doesn't really have anything else to do.
Okay.
Wherever Grave and Airy go, that's where El's going.
Got it. Airy.
Airy looks at Elle and looks over at Grave and is just looking ahead. What's the big... Is that like a stone pillar in the center?
It is what remains of a fountain.
Airy just keeps looks straight at the fountain. I need help getting through this.
I'm right here and not going anywhere.
Grave kind of just smiles at you and kind of lets you take the lead.
Yep. And she is gonna take a few steps forward, so she's, not right on top of them anymore.
Yep. I will
I
say,
moved out.
with a nat 20,
Sure.
and Airy, do you want to make a perception check?
Yeah, I can make a perception check.
Go for it.
Yes.
That's even your passive perception.
22. Let me see if it's higher.
Yeah.
26.
Heck yes.
The statues are not the only thing you see. You also see that the trees that you're passing are also petrified
Whoa.
and made of stone. And as you are, walking through, there is grass under your feet that crumbles as even the grass is stone. And every time you take a step, you're kind of swimming through,
Yeah.
but it's very slowly. But each time, like your feet hit the ground, the kind of remnants of the blades of grass just crumble into dust.
Sounds kind of like walking through snow. Just every footstep is.
A little bit, yeah.
El kind of looks at Grave and I've got a bad feeling about this.
Can I make some kind of check to
Sure, how much?
try and figure out the pattern of these trials?
Sure.
Try and discern what it is we need to do to get through this.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of check that would be.
I will say... I'll say investigation.
Oh, cool. I have advantage on that.
Yay.
It's the same number.
Cool.
Investigation. 17.
17. At the first door, you had to speak, the truth about what you were afraid of. Prior to that, you were in denial. In the chamber with the red algae, you were facing angry spirits that were what remained. And here, you have people trapped in a space between life and death.
Wow. I have no idea what that means.
Bargaining.
Bargaining?
Stages of grief.
Oh. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Denial, anger.
Bargaining.
Then, do you say that out loud?
I don't think so. I think Ares sees Crow getting ahead and says, "Don't go far, Crow. We need to stay close together."
How far do you go forward?
She doesn't hear.
Rather, she doesn't listen.
Yeah, she's like 10 feet.
And we'll say, for the sake of it, Grave and Elle are just flanking you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I mean, if they're just flanking me, then I'm just gonna go forward like 30 feet, knowing that they're behind me.
Do you want to head over to the fountain?
No,
No?
just going straight through.
So we meet up with Caspian?
Yeah.
Speaking of, Caspian?
Cool. Cass is going to move kind of towards the center. I guess
Okay.
I can move him.
Yep.
He's so upset.
I
Yep.
guess about there.
Yep. There is a wall in between you and 5 feet to the left. The remnants of a wall that was
But-
once a house.
You can swim over.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
swim over, right?
It would just take extra movement.
Okay. What about north of me? Is that all
Yeah.
like collapsed rubble?
Yep.
Okay, so that I could kind of swim
Easy.
over. Easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll go more like that.
Cool. Alright. And Crow.
Crow's gonna reach the fountain and float a few feet above it.
Make a perception check.
Sure. Ooh, 5.
5. Okay.
So nothing of note.
You're looking around. You see more statues.
I know this is retroactive, but can I kind of like make a perception check to make sure there's nothing in here with us, like a giant eel or something?
Sure. Make a perception check.
Giant eel.
Ooh, wow, this is 21.
21.
No monsters.
L. Your turn. You follow behind Ari?
Yeah.
Crow, you turn. And to your left, facing the fountain,
Sure.
you see a face you recognize.
It's Atlas.
Atlas, frozen in stone.
No. 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 No.
Oh wait,
Atlas.
shoot! There is like some.
There's a basilisk. Those live underwater. Get that.
Oh, poop.
As
Yeah.
Two?
Harvest the oil from its skin.
Why? Is it valuable?
Yes, and it can also cure paralysis.
Oh, they're suave.
As two huge creatures, like giant sea serpents, a frill going down the back of their spine, eyes a cloudy white, their bodies yellow with tints of green, and a gaping jaw.
These are party enders right here.
This is why they had to leave Atlas.
And one of them rolled a natural 20 on initiative.
Oh, no. Silvery boys. Dang it.
Oh, it's far too late for that.
Oh, we forgot about Kyrix. I assume
It's okay.
he-
Oh man, I'm glad I didn't
He's not been
continue
summoned.
going that way.
Yeah. And I don't want to bring him out.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's going to use one of its actions to dash.
One of its
They
actions.
roll a nat 20.
Oh right. Okay.
Oh, my
And it is going to go for...
I
Please
look
don't go
sickly
further.
and weak.
You do. And you're in the front, so yeah.
Man.
First attack. Uh, 19.
Miss.
As it chomps and you just barely dodge out of the way. And then it whips at you with its tail. 17.
Oh, my gosh.
I slippery in the water.
Alright. Aerie, it's your turn.
Alright, elemental attunement.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I mark off my key point before I forget. Okay. Yeah. First hit. That is a 19 on the die for a 28.
Okay, that hits.
And I need it to make a con save.
You also need to make a con save.
This kind of sounds Star Warsy.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's the
It
horns.
fails.
Cool. It is stunned.
But you also need to make a con save.
Yes.
Sorry,
You are
I'm
not
very-
within
Yeah, I'm not close
cast
to you.
Yeah.
radius.
10.
Fail.
Use an inspiration. You can use one of mine.
Yeah, okay. I've got 2 left.
I have 3, so it's fine. Well, now I have 2.
When's the other one?
14.
Before you.
14.
Passes.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
So I have 1 inspiration left. It takes max damage.
Oh, you used yours.
8 plus 6 is 14.
14.
14 points of damage.
Got it.
And second attack.
Go for it.
So stunned or auto crits, right?
No.
I am attacking.
Paralyzed.
I'm going to back up 5 feet.
Okay.
So I can attack with range.
Got it.
That's another 19 on the die.
Hits.
8 points of damage.
Got it.
And flurry of blows.
Okay. Pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
Poor Scout.
You're welcome
That's
to the long
another
rest.
19. And a 17 on the die. So both hit. 2 and a 6. So 12, 18, 20 points of damage.
20 points of
And we're
damage.
sticking
All
with
right.
all force across the board. And then Ares gonna look at Grave. If we're not running, I might need to ask for help.
Understood. Alright. Grave's turn.
Where's the other one? Oh my gosh.
It's the other one's turn.
Yeah. But Ares gonna
Yeah,
stick
10,
We need to
15,
pile this
by-
one.
25, 30,
right by L.
40. It's gonna dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh my gosh.
You watch as its body just like slides past Atlas and just kind of the statue wobbles a bit as it gets pushed to the side slightly. That's its turn. You're up next.
I am.
Caspian.
On deck.
Caspian's, and then you're up next.
And hurry up.
Okay. Cass is going to see Aerie getting attacked. She's gonna go, shit. Look over at the other one. Shit! Crow, get back here. Grave, fail us. Help. And Cass will...
Gotta listen to it.
Yep.
Cass will go up to the one
Yep.
fighting Aerie.
Yep.
Oh, I hope I can smite this.
You would be here for the record.
Okay, that's fine.
Imagine each square is divided into 4 more squares.
Cool. That's a 16 on the die, so that's
Hits.
gonna hit.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Basilisk usually turn you to stone using their eyes. Not these ones.
No.
Petrifying secretion.
One inspiration?
I got
It's
some.
a 5 on the dice. That's a 10.
No, 14 is what.
11.
13 or 14 you need to pass.
Yeah. I'll take an inspiration if someone's willing to. Give
Oh,
it.
absolutely. You can take mine.
Okay. Please don't roll lower.
Okay. Okay.
14. Okay. And that is 15 radiant damage from the smite,
All right.
and 10 slashing.
10 slashing. Takes it.
We got 2 left.
And you make a
And-
con save every time you hit it.
Yep. And realizing that, Cass is going to back
You
up.
do have advantage on these attacks, by the way.
Yes,
I
because
do?
it's
It's still
stunned.
stunned.
Oh.
So go,
Well, okay.
go
Just
ahead
in
and roll
case
again,
if
see if you
it's
crit.
just in case it's not.
Okay.
But
Should he
Cass,
roll twice for both of his attacks?
Did you do a second attack?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Given that Cass realized that was something that happened, he's going
Yeah,
to.
as you slash across, you see this kind of like mucus substance that, as it it drifts across, you see
can
it kind of
feel-
harden
yeah.
on part of your skin.
Yeah, that's why it backed up a few feet.
Yep. But Cass didn't see that, so. Also, Noah didn't. Noah blanked out for a second.
So this thing is stunned, right?
Currently.
Yes.
Okay.
Until Ares' turn.
the start of my next turn. But it goes before me, so it won't get a turn.
Okay, cool.
Well, technically, no matter when you do it, that it will pretty much always.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair.
And I've already said I was going to use my smite with that.
What is
Yep.
So I
stunned?
committed.
Incapacitates. They cannot take actions, bonus actions, or reactions. Movement speed is 0.
Actions, attacks against them have advantage.
Yep. They
What
automatically
save?
fail. They automatically fail strength and dex saves.
I will. I don't think there's anything really I can do.
What you planning?
Because I can't
Dex
cast
save.
a spell. Right, because I used
Yeah.
my smite.
You do have another attack.
What was
I ain't doing that.
sound?
That's the sound of my rolls for con saves at the moment
have
are
to
not
fight it
going
somehow.
to. I got a crossbow.
No.
It's fair that he does.
You did use pretty much all your movement getting back over here, though.
Okay, that's fine.
And you
Yep.
can back up without taking opportunity
Well,
attacks.
that's what I'm saying. He used pretty much all his movement.
Yeah.
getting
Oh,
over,
okay.
So. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna have to
This thing turns things to stone too.
not do anything.
Seems like it.
That's unfortunate.
All the plants.
To be fair, plants are technically living things.
Yeah.
So
Is the
Yeah.
wood petrified?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wood is
What is
also-
living?
fair enough. I meant
If
the
you talk
wood
about
from like the buildings.
house wood.
Everything organic has been turned to stone.
anything
Got it.
made of carbon.
Got it.
Not everything. Is coal technically organic? Or charcoal, at least?
That's a question for
I
another
guess
day
yes.
by people smarter than we
That's-
are.
that's-
I mean, by all technicalities, there
Yeah,
are a lot
that's
of
it.
things that are organic that
Yeah. Anyway.
really
Right,
should
is that
be
your turn?
beneficial.
Some people
Yes.
believe fire is
Crow.
organic. It breathes, it eats.
Crow doesn't want to move from where she is.
Okay.
And so she's just going to attack it.
Okay.
She's trying to get it away from Atlas.
Understood.
That is a 15 on the die.
That hits.
What did they see? Did we hear that?
You don't know yet.
Okay.
No one's missed yet, but you've also all been rolling really high.
Yeah. That is 6 plus 8.
That's
Yes. 6 plus 8, 14 plus 6 half to 3, so that is 17 damage.
17. All right, make a con save.
Right. That is a 17 on the die.
Passes.
Alright.
Second
next
attack.
That is a 15 on the die again.
Even with
Hits.
rain. Oh wait, you didn't back up.
no.
I don't know if she even heard that. That
She
is
didn't.
9 plus 2 half to 1, so 10 damage.
10 damage. Another
Can
con
I
save.
gauge just about how much health this thing has?
You've hit it.
That'll be my turn.
Okay,
I'll
you need to
save
make
my-
another con save.
Right. That is a 5 plus 8 is 13.
If it meets, it beats.
Okay, so if you
Roll a
stand
5
next,
or higher, isn't that
if you
crazy?
stand next to Cass, you have to roll a 1 to fail. You
Yeah.
have a plus 8 con.
It's okay. Crow will learn.
Yeah.
There are things going on.
L.
She doesn't want to lead it
Hey,
over
can you
to
make a
Barry.
dexterity saving throw for me, please?
It automatically fails.
Good. I'm stacking my breath weapon.
Understood.
All of it.
Mm-hmm.
All of it.
All of it!
So that's 1, 2, 3.
It's
That
so funny
is
that we quit ourselves.
6d10. I need 2d10, please.
Okay. Hiko.
Thank you. Please be high. That is not high. That's not high at all.
You
That's
didn't roll above.
awful.
You didn't
I
roll
didn't
above
roll-
a 4.
No, I didn't. That's unfortunate. That's a 2. Sorry. So that really sucks.
Well, it's something.
1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 15 points of radiant damage.
15. It takes it. And it is bloodied.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
That really sucks.
Bonus action.
Inspire Airy.
Okay. Basilisk's turn. It is stunned. It does nothing. It is now no longer stunned, and it is Ares' turn.
Alright. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm keeping track of my...
Focus points.
yes, my key points. Alright. So
That
those
was-
two.
A quarter of the potential damage.
Alright.
It happens.
I need it to make another con save.
You need to
Or
hit it
I need
first.
to hit it.
She will. Knowing Harry.
That's a 9 plus 9. Yeah, 18.
18 hits.
Alright, I need to make another con save. DC is only 15.
16.
Roll Silvery Barbs, roll again. You have advantage.
19.
That's fine. I want you to have advantage.
Alright, well, my next attack still has advantage anyway.
Oh, then,
Why?
Stunning Strike does that now. On a successful save, the target's speed is halved until the start of my next turn, and the next attack roll against it has advantage.
oh.
Okay. Cool.
Wow.
So you get advantage on the one after that.
Yes.
Okay, then Silvery Barbs doesn't go off. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Alright.
I'd rather save
I'm
it for
gonna-
attack anyway.
Stack this with...
But you have advantage on this one attack, so yeah. How much do you want to stack?
Do I want to stack? Do I want to do another flurry of blows? Because this was... Where did they put these so far down? 3. No, I'm not gonna do flurry of blows, so I'm just gonna stack 2 attacks.
Do you want to stack? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be
Cool.
attack and bonus action. Okay, that's a 19.
Hits.
Alright. So that is 12 plus 8 is 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. It is hurting. Graves' turn. He's going to go over to you, Aerie. Where is it?
He better have prepared it.
He would have. Alright.
We did just take a long rest. So.
Yeah.
Yep. He takes one of the Revivify crystals and uses just a little bit of magic to crush it into diamond dust and casts Greater Restoration on you.
Now, does that get me back up to max HP?
Any reduction to the target's hit point maximum is removed.
Nice.
So yeah, you're back up. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yay.
That's his turn.
That's a good turn.
Oh, Grave. I love Grave. Please don't kill him.
Did you stun it again?
No.
Okay.
Yep.
But his movement speed is
Oh.
halved. So
So.
if that does
I
anything
know.
for us.
Alright, the one next to Crow is going to make a bite.
Chomp me if you can. Give me-
That's a flat 20.
Yeah,
Can.
that's-
Wait, but you have shield.
Oh, I knew! Now's the time to pull this out. Shield.
This
Yeah.
entire
As
campaign, we're always just gonna be reminding Kiera, shield!
Yeah.
Dang.
As its jaws clamp down, you just kind of put your wings upright, and its teeth are just dripping the secretion. Then it's going to make its tail attack.
Secretion.
16.
Does not hit.
Caspian.
Oh my
Cool.
I can't wait to whoop this thing.
I am going to cast Moonbeam on it. It needs to
Okay.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Flat 20.
Oh well, yeah, that'll save, but it'll still take half damage. Decent. So 12, half to 6.
Alright. It is looking very hurt.
Cool. That's really all I can do.
Alright.
Because I can't disengage. It's an action. Yeah.
Yep.
So. Yep.
Alright, Crow.
I'm hitting it.
Got it.
Everything I got.
Backing up.
Does it make a difference?
Yeah, if you're
You don't.
doing
Well,
it.
I
yeah.
have a 10-foot range.
Yes, but you're currently at 5 feet.
Yeah. So I was saying, will I be fine if I step back 5 feet?
Opportunity attack.
But as far as the meter goes,
You don't know. Crow wouldn't know.
it's true. She wouldn't.
Alright, that's fair.
Crow wouldn't know, and Crow wouldn't care.
It hasn't affected me yet. That is a 13 on the die plus 8.
You are completely isolated. You do not have any of the information the others have.
Yep.
So, what was that to hit?
That was a 21.
Yeah, hits.
7 plus 8, 15 plus 6 half to 3, 18.
18 hits, and make a con save.
Save as that'll pass.
Okay. You're gonna make a second attack.
Natural 20.
All right.
Huge.
Ooh, I
So.
enrage. Fully or barbarian. That is 6 plus 8, 14.
Plus 10.
Plus 10 is 24.
24 slashing.
Plus full 6,
6
from
plus,
fire.
and roll the d6.
Okay. 1.
So 7, half to 3.
Yeah.
It is bloodied.
Nice.
Make a con save.
Yep.
Well done.
that?
It's a 6. So, it passes.
6.
6
Plus
plus 8.
Dang.
Yeah, she's got con.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna action surge. When she
Okay.
sees it look bloodied, there's just a barbaric rage.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go
Channel
for it.
Cobra.
16 on the die.
Yeah, that'll
Do
hit.
it. Max damage. 18 plus 5, half to 2, 20 damage.
20 damage.
Yes.
Second
Dang.
attack. That is
Wait,
19.
You have to
first,
make
con
a-
save.
Right. Can I use that?
Sure.
19 on the die.
Next attack.
I regret things.
It's a 4.
No, trust me, you don't.
Is it like a 1 fail and you're
You
done?
don't know.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
It's only 12 to...
That's gonna miss.
Yeah.
All right.
It still takes 5 damage.
It's true. Then you still have to make a con
Yeah,
save.
whatever. 17 on the die.
17. Yeah, you're fine. L.
All right. I'm going to take the chain, and I'm going to, as my action, make it come to life.
Okay.
This is a inorganic
That is true.
material.
It is still a creature, though. Look at the stat block for the dancing object.
Dancing item.
Is it immune to petrification? It will list on the sheet if it is.
It says condition immunities are charmed, exhaustion, poisoned, frightened, immutable form. The item is immune to any spell or effect that would alter its form.
Petrification is one such effect. The chain is immune to petrification. Well done.
Yes! All right. Bonus action, inspire Caspian.
All right.
Okay, cool.
And the chain is going to go.
Got it.
And I'm going to have the chain float up around it, and it's going to attack.
Go for it.
So, what is that? Modifier that is 15 on the die, plus 4 to hit, I assume. So that's a 19 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Cool. So that's going to be max damage.
All
What's our
right.
proficiency? So 13 damage.
13 takes it.
Good.
It's hurt,
Good.
and it is its turn.
And I'm going to back up as far as I can go.
Okay.
I hope I'm not in this range.
You do invoke an opportunity attack.
Oh, I do?
Its tail has a 15-foot range.
Wait.
But I'm going to get hit by this. There's no way.
You're not close enough for my con.
Flat 20.
Of course that hits me. Alright, so you know what? Silvery Bargill again.
17.
Yeah.
Wait. Yours, it doesn't give any
No.
armor class, does it?
Nope.
Dang it!
That's
You have advantage.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
10 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and you are grappled.
Ooh.
Ooh.
As the tail slams into you and wraps around and pulls you.
I forgot a really cool feature I have. Where'd it go?
Rude!
Oh, my.
It yoinked me.
Oh,
Yep.
my.
Yoink.
Yoink!
Oh, you gonna get chomped.
All right.
That does look bad, doesn't it?
It is technically facing the other way, but yes, my love.
I would love to use this ability because I never have before. I know my turn has passed. Hue is an effect from Great Weapon Master. Immediately after you score a critical hit with a melee weapon, or reduce them to 0 with one, you can make one attack with the same weapon as a bonus action.
You didn't use your bonus action, so sure.
Yay! Natural 20!
Oh my gosh! Wow!
Okay.
Good job.
She's 1v1 in that thing right now, so
Yeah.
this doesn't affect us.
Oh, man!
So that's 10 plus. So it's 18 plus
7.
She's probably gonna kill
7
that
is
here.
25.
And a d6, 4 half to 2.
4.
4 plus 6.
4 plus 6.
10.
10 half to 5.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
still
like
up.
30 damage.
It is. She on her own has done more damage than the 3 of you have.
Yeah, she's crit like what? Twice?
Yep. And con save.
Yes.
And she's made how many attacks?
That'll pass.
Okay.
She saw her friend.
Yep. Tail attack. You are grappled. So.
I want teleportation.
Yep. There is not advantage. You are not grappled and restrained. You are just grappled, so it does not have advantage.
He ain't gonna bite me.
No, but it is going to.
That's rude.
Flat 20.
Yeah.
So that is 14 bludgeoning damage.
She's mean.
And bite, it's going to do that against Airy.
Okay.
So it's actually going to move forward in order to do so. What
Yours have the picture and I don't.
I don't know.
are you talking about?
Just the D&D symbol.
It-
Not the D&D
it's-
symbol, but
The monster.
No, it's there for me.
Yeah, it's there for me too. It's just Kiera's being difficult.
Sorry! I'm playing a difficult character.
All right, bite against Airy.
If I read.
She is difficult.
She is.
Yeah.
21.
That is my AC.
All right. That is...
There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh no, I'm sorry. I moved it.
Oh, jeez, that's a lot of dice. Oh wait, no, it's only 3.
A lot
Okay.
of damage.
10 piercing damage.
That's not
Okay.
bad.
And 12 poison damage.
Alright, and I'm going to use my reaction
Okay.
to reduce that by 19. So 10 plus 12,
Is 22.
22. So that's
So you take
3 points
Yep.
of damage.
Nice.
Very nice.
Heck yes.
Alright.
Does it end its turn?
Yes.
Cool. It needs to make another con save, I think.
Oh, that's true.
Let me make sure that it actually still has to make a con save.
Technically, I think it has to make its
Makes
con
the save, yeah.
when it starts its turn.
Okay. And when it enters the area or ends its turn there.
Oh, and ends its turn. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's not based off of my turn, it's based off...
Yeah, exactly. But it still goes... Yeah.
It says also makes this save.
That's a 19.
Okay, that passes. That is very similar. That's 11. What's that have to... Is that have to 5? Okay. Yeah.
Alright. Ari.
Alright. We gonna whack it.
Alright, are you backing up?
Oh,
You probably could. Its tail's currently occupied grappling me.
yeah.
It also has a bite.
That's fair.
And it seemed to have to move forward in order to bite Ari.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up. My con's not good.
Alright. It's gonna take an opportunity attack.
I'm gonna disengage as a bonus action.
Okay.
Because I can do that for free.
Fair.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna back up to like here. So I've got about 15 feet. Actually, I'm gonna swing around and go and get next to L.
Okay.
And then back up.
Hello. It got me.
Snagged.
Yup.
Yoinked.
I got the yoink.
It's not a nice number to see, is it?
I'm gonna say... With a nat 1, despite your distance, the tail is kind of... So I'm gonna say that the consequence for that is to make a con save.
Okay.
Love how you left Caspian's radius.
Oops.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Neither did Ari. Ooh.
That is cocked from my angle.
Okay. The DM says it's the same,
Same
number,
number.
but not cocked. It's a 3, so that's a 4.
Okay.
You have
You
bardic
are-
inspiration.
I don't think that'll be
That
A
would be
maximum
enough.
of 8.
Yeah, that'd
That's
only
a
get me.
13 on the save.
That'd only get me to a 12.
Yeah.
8 plus 3 is, yeah.
8. Yeah.
No, yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are restrained. And
You want my
must,
inspiration?
I've got 1 left.
Okay.
and you must repeat the saving throw at the end of your next turn.
Okay, so there's a time limit.
Yeah.
So you do see it as the as you kind of go for it and miss. You're kind of trying to hit the part that's holding L, but you're just a little bit off balance, and some of the slime and secretion from the basilisk just gets caught up, and you find yourself slowly turning to stone.
All right.
So you are restrained, so the next attack would be made with disadvantage.
Yeah. And I already disengaged as my bonus action.
Correct.
So, but I will still we'll make this attack. Come out the distance. Okay, yeah. So that's 11 plus 9 to hit. So we're
That'll
still
hit.
good. So, because it's not looking good. Max damage 8 plus 6. 14.
14 is its exact hit points.
Yes!
Ah, nice.
Area just starts turning to stone and just
Yep.
Hits it.
Nice.
Grave is going to start moving towards with that one dead. He is dashing towards Crow. Let's see. He has 60 feet of movement speed, so he can get to right about there.
Nice.
Zoom. Yep. And he dashed. That's the one that you're with.
Yep.
He's going to.
He sees Crow just screaming in anger as
Yup.
she is slashing at this thing.
Only a 12 for the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
And an 8 for the second. It's a 2 on the die. Did you rig these dice?
No! I've had those
These
sitting
have
in
been
a
rolling
drawer.
such crap tonight.
I've had those in a drawer
Dice.
for a while.
There's other dice.
No,
on
these are
the
the underworld dice.
Yeah. Ryan has a matching set.
Yep. So it chomps at you and whips its tail, and you're just flying literal circles around it.
The propulsion jet's coming in handy.
Oh, yeah.
Caspian?
Cool. Cass is going to, I guess, run up on top of the rubble.
How far can you move the moonbeam?
60
Not long
feet.
enough.
Yeah. 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, I guess.
Okay.
And Cass will fire
the
his
ring
crossbow.
swimming.
With a swim. Yes, that's nice.
You kill steal this.
Do not kill steal this.
Cass is
Miss,
only
miss,
concerned
miss,
about.
miss.
I mean, I only have a +4, so I also only have a +1 damage, so it's possible I could only do 2.
I'm gonna apologize in advance.
Yeah.
Are you gonna silvery barbs?
Yes. Because I want her to have advantage on the next save.
Fair enough.
I need an attack. I need any attack right now to be able to
That's
silvery barbs it.
so fair.
All right. Well, that is might not even hit. It's a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Sorry, dude.
No, that's
I like the
okay.
idea of your
That is
silvery barbs
okay.
is like drawing luck from one thing and granting it to another.
Yes.
And you're just like, sorry, Caspian.
That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
I do not mind. I just know
Okay,
that's
good.
what Cass would do.
Absolutely.
I do not.
Yep.
I do not prefer to kill steal this.
Bro.
It's okay. It's okay. We're doing what our characters would do.
That is an 18 to hit.
Hits.
Damage is 1 plus 8, 9 plus 5, half 2, 11 damage.
11. Still up.
One more attack.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have even been able to.
Man, that does not hit.
That looked cocked to me.
It's like,
And
it's
then
not
you
a
It
grab
did to me
it.
too. What-
Yeah.
Are you taking that? No, that was a cocked die.
That was cocked.
It was.
Go for it.
Also, don't you have advantage for something?
18 on the die. Yes.
That was your con save for the first one.
Oh.
So, now roll attack.
Sorry,
Yep.
I forget. That's
That's still.
That
That's
rolled
fine.
distinctly on one side.
That is weird.
Yeah.
it's
It's because of the
funky,
It's velvet.
but
Okay,
it
we're
is like from my angle. it
You're
is
not
flat.
really supposed
Yeah.
to do
15
heavy
on the
dice
die.
with velvet.
Yeah.
I feel like light dice are worse.
Not really.
5.
Hey, do you do at least 2 damage?
Yes.
It's dead.
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
I'll do it.
But first, because it might have to be incorporated, make a con save.
Yeah. That's me. On the die.
8 on the die. Total of 16. So,
Jeez.
how do you want to do this?
She is whipping and dodging as they are just tangling in
Yup.
the fight.
Like,
And I
make
think-
it circle around the fountain.
Yeah. There comes a point where it makes its an attack and it opens its jaws over her, and as they're clamping down, she just slashes a hole right through it and bursts out the other side.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, L.
Hi.
The monster holding you is dead.
Yes,
Still a very big body.
it is.
So here's what I'm going to say.
Uh-huh.
There is a DC to escape the grapple.
Okay.
If you pass the DC, you're fine.
Okay.
If you fail the DC, you start your turn being grappled by it, and therefore have to make a save against petrification.
Okay.
So make an athletics or acrobatics check.
We're making an athletics check. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get this one. All right, so that is gonna be a luck roll real quick.
Understood.
So that's advantage.
Luck.
Even worse.
Wait,
can't
it
do more than
only
luck.
generates advantage. So that is 11.
11. The DC was 12.
Oh.
So you are still grappled at the start of your turn. Make a con save.
Well, that's a good
Natural
number.
20.
Nice. Good.
Yep. You,
It's gone. It's in the ether. We'll get it later.
Now Noah's got it with his foot.
Do you want a foot dice?
No! It touched the other one!
your arm is like
foot
pinned
dice.
underneath it as the body is collapsed to the bottom of the floor. It's just, it's a huge monstrosity.
Yeah.
So you are like pinned underneath it, and you just go, oh wait. And you slide it out of the fish suit that's pinned.
It's like if Big
That's
Hero
amazing.
says when Fred is like
That is exactly what I had in mind. Yep.
That's so
That's perfect. I love this suit so much.
Ari, this is the end of your next turn.
Oh,
Make a save.
yeah. Inspire
I know.
area at the end of my turn.
I already have an inspiration.
Okay,
Yep.
then use it.
All right, that's good. That's good. That's a 17 on the die.
On a
So,
successful save, the effect ends.
Okay.
yeah. Ari goes and helps Elle out of the fish body.
Yeah. Easily enough. The, What?
They're just being weird.
Yep.
Crow immediately turns her attention to Atlas and just rushes in and embraces a cold statue of her friend.
Grave arrives next to you. Crow. It's going to take another one of the Revivify diamonds.
She needs to breathe, remember? If you're going to actually...
Mm-hmm. Yes, she does.
Yeah.
And welcome to why I wanted more scrolls.
We all planned for this.
I think Ari comes up as they're doing that. She rushes over.
Do any of you have an item that does not require attunement that gives you water breathing? The fish suit, I guess, technically.
Yeah, but
But I
that
think
takes
everyone
time.
else, everything else requires attunement. Okay.
Yeah.
The fish suit.
So
yes.
he will be. He will actually say,
Ari's got the scroll ready. She runs over to where they are.
Okay.
Isn't that an Arcana?
It is an
check to
Arcana
do?
check.
Because Ari's got like high Arcana.
What's your Arcana?
It's +5.
What's yours? Isn't yours pretty high?
I don't think this is a vibe check,
Y'all
bro.
are unfortunately low
Oh, is that
intelligence.
specifically for...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can only use that when I'm using Arcana in a charisma-based sense. This is
Yeah.
not.
That's fair.
Okay,
This is
okay.
straight up magic.
I was going to
That's
say
fair.
crow.
Well, yours is also a +5, right?
Arcana's a +8.
Oh no, then
Yeah.
Crow,
Crow.
Oh
Crow's
my
got hers.
gosh, yes.
Crow's got hers. Ari's gonna hang
It's
back with Elle.
intelligence based.
That's amazing. I like it.
Yeah.
So, Arcana check.
Yep.
Wow, okay. Maybe she should have done it. That was a 2 on the die. For
Roll
Arcana.
again.
Yes.
Last inspiration.
Yeah, I'm out of
Yep.
mine.
Yes, thank you. There we go. 15 plus 8.
No, I've got one left.
Cass will be standing right there, just in case if she needs to make any sort of saving throw.
As Grave crushes the diamond, and you see the stone crack. And a woman that appears to be of Corman descent. A scarf, kind of soggy and wet around her neck. A rifle slung over her back. And a helmet hanging off to the side with these almost like feather-like antenna. like a moth, an atlas moth.
Atlas moth.
Clever.
She does match the theme.
Yeah. And as she comes to, Crow puts her hand to her chest and passes on the magic to let her breathe.
Crow.
Atlas, she jumps into a hug.
And as she hugs you back tightly, that is going to be where we end tonight's episode. Thank you all very, very much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Good night.